Hey, welcome to Tabletop Baseball Plus. It's time for some replay baseball. Played quite a bit of it there with the Guidry replay, but since that's over, I have not played it since then. So let's go back to 1978. June 4th, to be exact, Pittsburgh won this game 4-1, and Bert Blyleven on the mound for the Pirates. Paul Moskow for the Reds. There you can see the Pirates lineup. They are the visitors. And then for the Reds down here, let's get this thing going. Frank Taveras will lead off for the Pirates. We get a 3-3. 3-3 is a 14. And 3-3 is a 2. So 16 is a triple. With one out, and either right fielder is a 5-arm, scored as a double. Batter out at third, but there is nobody out. So 3-3 is a 14, and a 3-3 is a 2. So 16 in column 3 is a triple to right center. So Taveras starts off with a bang. And there's Omar Moreno, a couple speedsters at the top of the lineup. 2-5 is a 16, 2-1 is a 2, so an 18. In column 2 is a fly to center, runner on third, and less than 2 outs, it's a sac fly. So that's what we have, a sac fly for Moreno. And it's 1-0 Pirates. Rennie Stennett, 1-4, 35. And 1-5 is a 2-37, column 1, ground out to second. For Rennie Stennett, here's Bill Robinson, the number 4 hole. 6-1 is a 21, and then a 6-2 is a 3, so 24. Column 6 and a 24 is going to be a single. Batter has an option to try for double. Let's see. Roll red and white dice for umpire's call. And it's a 2. So he's safe with a double. So it's a long single. Runners advance 2 bases. Batter has an option to try for a double. 1 through 4, he's safe with a double. We get a 2, so a double it is for Bill Robinson. Brings up Willie Stargell. 1-6 is a 45, and a 1-3 is a 2-47 in column 1. It's a strikeout or comebacker to the pitcher. Second baseman and shortstop are not playing halfway, so I guess it's a strikeout for Willie Stargell. The Pirates get a run, though. It's 1-0. As we move to the bottom of the first. P. Rose, 3-3, 32, 3-4 is a 2, so a 34, column 3. Double to right field. So double for Rose. Griffey, 4-3, 25. And a 4-3 is third base. So 25, infielder halfway is a single pass infielder, runner advanced 2 bases. So a single for Griffey, and that scores Rose. We've got a tie ball game. 1-1. Little Joe Morgan, 6-1. 6-1 is a 16, and a 6-2 is a 2, so an 18, column 6, fly to left. Big George Foster, 3-1. 3-1's a 4, and then a 3-3 is a 2, so a 6, short fly to center. So two-way, Dan Dreesen. 4-1 is a 19. 4-3's third base. So 19 with the infield back with 2 outs. And it's a grounder out at first. It's 5-3. We have a tie ball game here. Move to the top of the second. John Milner, 3-3. 32, 3-4. 3-4 is a 2. Did we just have that with Rose? 3-3 is a 32. And then a 3-4 is a 2. 34, column 3 is a double. Double for Milner. Brings up Ed Ott, 5-2. 27. And a 5-6 is a 32, column 5. Fly to left. So 1 out. Phil Garner, 6-4. 58. And a 6-4. 3. So 61. In column 6. Double into the corner. And that will definitely score Milner. So 2-1 now, Pirates. And Bert Blyleven, the batter, 3-5 with 1 out. 3-5 is a 29. And then a 3-3 is a 31, column 3. Line out to left. So Blyleven gets the bat on the ball, but flies out to left, so 2 away. There's Tavares. 4-5, 16. And a 4-5 is shortstop. Infield back. So it's going to be a ground out to first. Or no, possible error on the shortstop. That's what that is. Shortstop is Concepcion, 43, and it's a 12. So no error. He will make the play. Another run for the Pirates. 2-1 now. Bottom of the second. Dave Concepcion, a 1-1's a 10. And a 1-3's a 1, so an 11. It's an infield single, or single up the middle. Single for Concepcion. Could try to steal. Let's do a hit and run here. So we add the pitcher's hit and run red result to the batter's white result. So the pitcher is a 3, so a 3. And a 1 is a 4. Ground out to first. Runners advance 1 base. So it brings up Werner. 3-4. 57, so no Johnny Bench today, no Johnny Bench. It's Don Werner, the catcher. 3-4 is a 57, 3-2 is a 2, 59, column 3. And we have a possible rare play. It's a 6. All mine says on the rare play is roll 1 die. If it's even, you use the rare play result. Or use the play result, 53 through 57. If it's odd, you go to the rare play book. That's what mine says. So we will go to the 53 through 57. It's a dribbler to the mound. Pitcher can retire the runner of his choice. roll one die against the runner's speed. If it's higher, he's out. Concepcion's a 4. I think we will. Pitcher tries to retire runner of his choice. He's going to try to get Warner, who's a 3. And it is a 3, so it's not higher. So it's an infield single. It's not higher. So first and third brings up the pitcher, Moscow. 2-2 is 11. And a 2-2 is a 1, so a 12 in column 2. Guess what, folks? Single. Single to left. Runners advance one base. RBI single for Moscow. So we have one out, first and second, and Pete Rose is the batter. 6'4", 60. That's going to be trouble. And a 6'3" is a 2, so 62 in column 6. It's going to be a double into the corner. Runners advance 2 bases. And let's see what Moscow, he's not going to score. Runners advance 2 bases. So that scores Werner. Moscow to third. Reds take the lead. Brings up Griffey, second and third, with one out. 6'4" is a 51. And a 6'4" is a 2. So 53 column 6. 53 column 6. Line drive hit to right field. Runners advance one base on the single. Scores another one. Chance for extra bases. Roll one die against the outfielder's defensive rating. If it's higher, it's at least a double. Right field. Right fielder is Robinson. He's a 4. Oh, it's a 5. If the die is higher, it's at least a double. With runners advancing 2 bases, roll one die against the outfielder's arm. If it's higher, score it a triple. His arm's a 2. It's a 6. So it's a triple. Excuse me. So that scores 2 runs. Bases clearing triple for Griffey. And the Reds have it going here in the second inning. Little Joe Morgan. 5'4" is a 4, and a 5'6" is a 4. So an 8, column 5 is going to be a walk. So first and third, with one out still. Here's George Foster, 2'6". 2'6" is a raised number 4. And he is a right-handed batter. 32. And that's going to make it 8. Is that right? Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me. Column 2. Column 2, 32 is a 2, so it drops to a 2. And then a so that is going to be a it's a 4, so center field. Marino, he'll get there. He'll make that catch. He's a 5 in the range. So He will make the catch in center. Now we got to check the runner here. There's Vance. Blah, blah. He's made a fine catch. Runner's on second and third. Advance one base. So sack fly for Foster. Scores another one. And we have 2 outs and Joe Morgan at first. 4-6, 16, and a 4-3 is third base. So possible error at third base. Garner is at 11. So 16, actually, yeah, infield's back. And we get a 15. So it is going to be an error. And if the blue die is a 6, it's a 2-base error. So it's an E5. And we have second and third with Concepcion up. 2-6 is a 2. Column 2 and 11 is a 1. And we have a 5. So that's going to be right field. He should get that one. He's a 4 and it's a 1, so fly to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs for the Reds in this long second inning. It's probably all for Blyleven. So top of the third, Marino 5-2 is a 2, and a 5-6 is a 5. So 7 in column 5 is a walk. And he is going to steal here. He's got that asterisk. And we've got Werner is behind the plate. He's a 5. Moscow's a 3. Or do you look at his 2? Hold on. So Warner is a 2, and we have a 3 for Moscow. 61 is going to be a stolen base if it's higher than the number, which is a 33. So a stolen base for Omar. He's at second base with nobody out. 6-2, 51. 6-3 is a 3, 54. Column 6. Here we go again. 54 is going to be hit to right field. And right fielder is Griffey, who is a 3. And it's a 4. So it's a double. If it's higher than his arm, it'll be a triple. It is. It's a 5. His arm's a 4. So it is a triple. And Pirates, double, triple. Bill Robinson, 5-5 is a 7. 5-1 is a 2, so a 9 in column 5 is a walk. This is a little bit different than the Guidry replay. Pitcher's struggling here. Willie Stargell, first and third, nobody out, 4-6. It's 11. And a 4-2 second base. Force ground out of second. Other runners advance one base. So fielder's choice. Scores a run. Brings up Milner, 6-2-6. That's 5. And a 16 in column 2 is going to be a 1. And 1 is the left fielder. And Foster will make the catch on that one. So Ed Otta 2-1 is a 34. 2-4 is a 2, so 36 in column 2. And that'll be a ground out to the pitcher. Two runs for the Pirates, and it's 6-4. As we move to the bottom of the third inning, let's go to the bullpen for the Pirates. Timeout. All right, so Grant Jackson on for the Pirates. Now to pitch. He's a left-hander. Facing lefty Mike Lum, 4-2 is a 3. And a 4-4 is the shortstop, so it'll be ground out to short. Don Warner, 1-6, 45, 1-4, 48, column 1. Strikeout. And the pitcher, Paul Moskow, 5-1 is a 2. And a 5-6 is a 4, so 6. Column 5 is a walk. Double check that. 5-1 is a 2, 5-6 is a 4, so 6 is 8 base on balls. Moskow's reached base both times. Pete Rose, 6-3, 16, 6-4 is a 1, so 17, column 6 is fly to left. And the Rays number has to do with home runs, so Pete Rose is finally retired. So top of the fourth, Moskow still in there, giving up 4 runs. 6-4 is a 58, and a 6-4 is a 58, and a 6-6 is a 5, so 63, double into the corner. Second double for Garner. Now we've got Grant Jackson at the plate. And is he going to bat? Let's take a timeout. Dave Parker is going to bat for the pitcher. 4-1 is 11. And a 4-1 is first base. And 11's a ground out. Force out is second. Runners advance one base. Or actually, there's a runner on second. And on second, with nobody out, everybody's back. So, out of first, runners advance one base. Parker grounds out to first. Garner to third. Here's Taveras. 2-6. 2-6 is a 4. And a 63 is going to make that a 5. It's going to make that a 5 right there. And we have 2 on the Blue Dice left field. Left fielder. This Foster is a 4, so he's not going to get there. It's going to be a single. Runners advance one base. 2 bases if their speed is higher than the outfielder's arm. Well, it doesn't matter. He's on third. And it's a single, so that will score him. Tavares could try to steal here. He is a 5. Actually, I'm going to let the game call the steals. So there was no asterisk on that, so he's not going to steal. 6'4" for Marino is a 6 versus a righty. And a 6'2" is a 3, so a 9 in column 6 is a single to center. And runners advance 1 base, runner on second, blah. Runners advance 1 base. So 1 out, first and second, Rennie Stennett. 3-6, it's 42. And that's going to be the leaping catch by the shortstop, is what that is. And we roll 1 die. And if it's higher than the shortstop's defensive rating, runner on second is doubled off. Concepcion's a 2. It's a 4, so it is a double play. It's a 6. 6-4. Double play, liner. But the Pirates get a run. 6-5. Bottom of the 4th inning, and they'll have to go to the bullpen timeout. All right, Jerry Royce in for the Pirates. Lefty. Lefty-lefty matchup. 4-4 is a 6. And a 4-5 is going to be shortstop, so it'll be a ground out to short. Morgan. 5-1's a 5, and a 5-3 is a 1. So 6 in column 5 is a walk. Brings up Foster. 4-5, 16. And a 4-1 is first base. So possible error. And we get a 33. First base is Stargell. He's a 52. So it's not higher. And it's a force out at second. Runners advance 1 base. It's going to be 3-6 and then a fielder's choice. So 2 away. Here's Dan Dreesen. 4-5 is a 2, and a 4-1 is first base. So ground out to first. So top of the 5th. Moscow trying to hang in there. He's given up 5 runs. He probably has to use his B grades. Let me check on that. Timeout. Manny Sarmiento will come in relief of Moscow because he should have been using his B grades after 4 runs. He's given up 5. So here we go. Bill Robinson. 1-3 is a 1, and a 1-1 is a 2. That's going to be a strikeout. A rare strikeout in this game. 4-1 for Stargell is a 1 and a 4-1. First base, ground out to first. Milner, 4-6 is a 4 and a 4-2 is column 6, so we move over to column 6. So it will be a 6-6, which is a 9 and a 6-2. Which is first of all we got to check the column 6. He's a lefty. 13. So it drops to a 6. Plus 2 is an 8. That's going to be a single. Single to the left. For Milner, and possible stolen base. Sarmiento is a 2 in the hold. And a 2. 2 and a 2. I gotta find my little stolen base deal here. 2 and a 2 is a 26. So 51 is going to be a good stolen base for Milner. He's on second with 2 outs. Ed Ott, 2-2. 2-2 is an 11. 2-2 is a 3, so 14, column 2. Single to center. With 2 outs, runner second scores. Runner second scores on the throw home. Runner on first goes to third. Batter takes second. No. On the throw home. Runner on first. Now, there wasn't a runner on first. But it's a single. RBI single. Here's Garner, 2-4, 16, 2-5, 20, column 2, fly to right. Pick up another one. They've scored every inning. Ties it up, 6-6. And Jerry Royce can get another inning. Dave Concepcion, a 1-3 is a 10. And then a 1-4 is a 3, so 13. It's going to be a single. And he's got the little stolen base option here. Stolen base symbol, not an option, but and again, let's see, for the Pirates, it's going to be a 2-2 also. So 26. And it's 11, so he's going to be thrown out. So Concepcion is thrown out, trying to steal. Brings up Lum, 6-1. 6-1 is a 16, and a 6-2 is the shortstop, which is weird. I'm not sure what that means. So I'm not sure where it talks about that. I can't find anything on these two results right here. I'm going to assume that if we go to column 4, because that's the fielding column, and it's a 6-2, the shortstop, and we got a 16 on Lum's card. So if it was column 6, it'd be a home run, but you know, we have the shortstop here, so obviously we're talking about the shortstop, you know, possibly making a play here. And the shortstop, so we have possible error is Taveras. Taveras is a 31, it's a 33, so it is going to be an error. It's an E6. Somebody let me know on that if that's not correct. Alright, so 1 out, 1 on, Don Werner. 5-5 is a 20. 5-3 is a 121 in column 5. 21 is a base on balls. Check M of the action chart. For further actions or further results. And we get a 5. 5 is a wild pitch. If blue die's higher, did I roll it? I don't know. 4. 4 if blue die's higher than the pitcher's wild pitch rating, it is a wild pitch. The wild pitch is a 2, so 4 is higher, so it's a wild pitch. So second and third, pitcher spot up. Let's take a timeout. So Rick Auerbach. Alright, so Auerbach is a right-hander. Righty-lefty matchup, 4-6. 4-6 is 19. 4-2, second base. And it's going to be a ground out to first. And we have runners at second and third. Runners at second and third with 1 out. So the infield is in. So we have a 19. Single knockdown by fielder. Runners advance 1 base. So Auerbach gets a single. Scores a run. Thanks to that wild pitch. And now we've got Pete Rose at the plate with first and third and 1 out. And a 4-5. 4-5 is an 11. And a 4-4 is the shortstop. And so 11 is ground. Force out of second. Runners advance 1 base. Trying to turn 2. They're playing halfway for the double play. And they cannot turn 2. So they 6-4. Run scores. Fielder's choice. And so now Griffey up. Lefty-lefty matchup. Royce trying to get through this inning here. 5-2. 5-2 is a 27. And then a 5-4 is a 2. So 29 in column 5. And Griffey will fly out to center. Finally ends the inning. 2 runs. Reds retake the lead. 8-6. 8-6, and they will be going to the bullpen. Timeout. Alright, so Pedro Borbon on for the Reds. And he's going to face a pinch hitter because the pitcher spot is up. It's Ken Maka. That's a 3. 1-3. 35. 1-6 is a 5. So 40, column 1. Ground ball to the shortstop. Maka retired 6-3. Brings up Frank Taveras 5-6 is a 1. And a 5-3 is a 1. So a 2. And it's going to be a grounder out to first. So 2 away. Marino 6-3 is a 31. And a 6-3 is a 2, so 33, column 6, is a pop out to second. Wow, 1-2-3 inning. The Pirates go in order. First time, they have not scored a run. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th, and we'll have to make a pitching change for the Pirates. Timeout. Ed Whitson on for the Pirates. Bottom of 6. I need the Reds because the Reds are up. Joe Morgan. 2-6. Raise number of 4. Column 2, 26 is a 2. And 3 is going to be center field. Marino will make the catch. George Foster, 6'4", is a 9. And he's a right-hander, 45. It's going to be a 9. Stays a 9. And then a 6'1" is a 1. So a 10 in column 6 is a single to center. for George Foster. 1 out, 1 on. Dan Dreesen, 4-1. The 19, 4-3. Third base. With the infield halfway, it's going to be a single. Runners advance 1 base. First and second with 1 out. Dave Concepcion, 3-4. 57 and a 3-3. It's going to be 1, so rare play. And it's going to be odd, so we'll go to the rare play book. Runners on first and second, 1 out. First and second, 1 out. And we'll roll. We get a 3. Ground ball to shortstop. Ejects and routine ground ball is fielded by the shortstop and flipped to second for the force. Runner from first base slides in hard, knocking over the second baseman. Punches are thrown. Both runner and second baseman are ejected. So it's a force out. And second baseman and runner are ejected. So it's a 6-4. And we have Stennett. Ernie Stennett's out. He's ejected. So second base is going to be, probably don't have one, do we? That is their bench. Dale Barra, he could play second. Let's see, Tavares. He just plays short. We're going to have to put Dale Barra at second base. So if he's playing out of position, alright, so Barra's going to be in at second. Ernie Stennett gets ejected. And he's going to lead off. And it'll be a 5. 5's the worst. And 65, we'll put him. I'm not sure on all that. On the errors and stuff. So, and then who was running second? It was Dreesen, first baseman. Dan Dreesen was going into second there. So we need a new first baseman. We got Johnny Bench. And that is probably going to be, could put Ray Knight. We'll put Bench at first. Let me go back up here and so Bench is in for Dreesen. So Mike Lum is up. We have first and third with 2 outs. After the dust settles, Ed Whitson's still on the mound. 4-5. 4-5's a 1. And a 4-2 is going to be ground out to second. 2 in the inning. And nothing doing for the Reds. So Berra's going to lead off here, 7th inning, against Pedro Bourbon, 3-4, 57. And a 3-1 is a 3, so 60. Rare play is a 4, so it's going to be a dribbler back to the mound. But he could beat it out. He's a 4. If the die is higher, he's out. It's not higher, so it's a single. So a little infield hit for Dale Berra. Now Bill Robinson, a 4-4, 17, and a 4-1 is first base. Grounder out of first, runners advance 1 base. Willie Stargell, 1-5 is a 4, and a 1-4 is a 4, so an 8, column 1. Pops it up, pop out to third. Two away. Here's Milner, 4-4. 4-4 is a 17, and a 4-3. Third base. So it'll be ground out to first. Ground out to third. Bottom of the 7th. Don Werner, 3-6. 42. It's going to be it's going to be a line drive to the shortstop. Now we have the pitcher spot, so they will bring in a pinch hitter. Timeout. Cesar Geronimo, 6'6", is a 9, and a 6'5" is a 3, so 12. I think we have to check the shaded timeout. Yep, so we go to the ballpark card on that 9 versus a right-handed pitcher. He's a left-handed batter, 43. 43 is going to be a 9. So it's still a 9, and then the 6'5" was a 3, so 12 is a home run. If I roll, don't roll a 1. Home run for Cesar Geronimo. He hit 5 on the year. Little pinch hit homer for the Geronimo. Brings up Pete Rose, 4-1. Is a 5 and then a 4-4, ground out to short. Griffey, 6'1", 31, 6'5", 334, column 6. Fly to center. But the Reds tack on a run. They by the home run with the home run from Geronimo. And they'll have to go to the bullpen. All right, Doug Bear on for the Reds. Try to finish this game out. Try to get 2 innings out of him. Here's Ed Ott. 1-1 is a 10. 1-5 is a 1-11. Single. Single up the middle. 1 out or 1 on. Nobody out. 1-2 for Garner. 35. 1-1. 36. It is a ground ball to third. Second to first double play. The infield halfway. 5-4-3. And that brings up the pitcher spot. We'll go to the bench. Timeout. Dave May is on to pinch hit. Big lefty. 2-5. 2-5 is a 4. 2-1 is a 1. So 5 in column 2 is going to be a strikeout. Nothing for the Pirates, bottom of the 8th inning. Bullpen for the Pirates, timeout. Kent Tekulve on for the Pirates. The skinny right-hander. 3-4 for Morgan's a 57 and a 3-6 is a 4, so 50 or oh, that's the old lefty-righty. That's the old lefty-righty deal. I think. Hold on, wait. 3-4. No, 57. Okay, 57 and a 3-6. 61 is going to be the rare play, which hasn't been so rare, but it's going to be a dribbler to the mound. Morgan is a 4. Roll higher than a 4, he's out, and they do. So 1-3 put out. George Foster, 6'2", is a 10. And a 6'2", and he's got that shortstop thing again, which I don't really know what it is. I'm going to assume we're going to column 4. A 10 in column 4 is going to be ground out to short. So the way I'm playing it, I don't know. 4-1. If I comb the instructions a little better, I might find it. But here's Johnny Bench getting an at bat here on his day off. 4-1. Thanks to the ejection of Dan Dreesen. 4-1 is a 2. 4-3. He'll ground out to third. And we go to the top of the 9th. Top of the order, Frank Taveras. 1-3. It's a 4 and a 1. 2 is going to be a strikeout. Omar Moreno, 3-6, 47, 3-3, 48 total in column 3. And since he's opposite-handed, it's going to be a single. He's a lefty. Doug Bear's a righty. Dale Berra, 6'6", and 11. And a 6'5", a 3, so 14, column 6. Is a home run. Is that right? 6'6", and 11. 3 is a 14. And Dale Berra has hit one out of here. It's a 14. It's a gone. 2-run shot for Dale Berra. He's come in. He's 2 for 2. Single home run, 2 RBIs, and now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9-8 ball game. Reds hanging to a 1-run lead. Oh, there's that 6 column. 6 ones, a 21. And 6 ones, a 22. So it'll be a single. Single, runners advance 2 bases. No, but batter has an option to try for a double. And it's a 5, so safe. I gotta roll the white die. 3. Safe if the white die is not higher than the runner speed. Runner speed's a 4, it's not higher, so it's a double. And here's Willie Stargell. 1-4 is a 35, and 1-3, 36. And that will be a round out runners advance. It's a grounder to third. So everybody's back. It's 5-3. Tying runs at third. John Milner. 5-1's a 4. 5-2 is a 3. So a 7 in column 5 is a walk. What's the K? But if the pitcher has a K beside his column 5 grade and the result is an out, is any out? Well, it's not an out, it's a walk. First and third, Ed Ott. 6'6" is a 9. Oh, and he's a lefty. And we get a 56. So it raises to a 10, and then a 6'6" is a 313. Guess what? That is a home run for Ed Ott. Man, what a crazy game. 3-run shot for Ed Ott. Pirates storm back in the 9th. Take the lead. 4-1 is a 1. And it's going to be a ground out to the shortstop. Way to go, Doug Bear. Too little, too late. 5 runs in the 9th for the Pirates. And now the Pirates can win this game with Kent Tekulve trying to close it out. There's Dave Concepcion. Let's get that 6 column. What do you say? 6'5" is a 31. And a 6'6". 30 is a 3. So 34, column 6. Hey, he's going to fly out to center. 1 away. Mike Lum. 4-3 is a 2. And a 4-3 is going to be a ground out to third. We're down to the last out. Don Warner. 3-3 is a 5, and a 3-5 is a 3. So a 3-3 is a 5, and a 3-3 and a 3-5. Good grief. Is a 3. So an 8, column 3, single to center. But, pitcher spot up. Let's go to the bench. Timeout. Junior Kennedy. Pinch hitting. 5-1 is a 5. And a 5-5 is a 3. So an 8. Column 5 is a walk. So first and second, Pete Rose. 2 outs. 2-1. 2-1's a 43, and a 2-2 is a 1. It's 44, column 2. And he's going to ground it out to the mound. Grounds out to the pitcher. Kent Tekulve. And that ends the ball game. As the Reds had an opportunity there to... I don't know. Let's see what the final was. I forgot. I lost count. 4, 5, 6, 11. 11-9. So yeah, Pete Rose could have, if he could have jacked one out. He had 7 home runs. 6, 7, 8, 9. 11-9. The final. A wild and crazy game. It was 4-1 in actuality. Pirates won it. They win it here 11-9 as they come back in the 9th inning. If you missed it, go backwards a little bit. They win it 11-9, scoring 5 runs in the 9th. Off the closer, Doug Bear. 28 saves. I don't think anybody had any more than that. Nope. He is the closer. So the Pirates win it in this replay baseball game. And that's going to do it for me. I am going to get out of here for now. We'll do it again soon. Until next time, you guys have a great evening. Take care, and God bless.